Okay, why is that? Oh, hang on 1 second. I need to reverse this. There we go. All right. So I do have a few projects I'm working on again. You can see the eggs in the background. But I've been working on these earrings. I have one set finished. There and here. I still have to glaze them. They're the ones in the tray there. Oh, I didn't put anything in the tray, but those are the ones. I started. They still need a glaze and the hardware. So I'll be doing that at a different day. But I do have these, oopsies, these ones are going to be keychains. They're not finished. They'll be keychains. They have a little tassel that'll go with them. That was the lid to this. That fell. Okay, so the one that I want to start with let's put these off to the side. And the color that I want to start with is red. I think I might, I have this shape too. I think I might do these ones all the same color pattern. But I'm wondering if this might be easier for me to manage. Let's see. We'll see how this works. Okay. So, where are we? Let me do my live painting show reminder. There you go. Welcome in. Today I'm going to work on some earrings, keychains, and a birdhouse. So sit back, relax, be creative. I do have art tools, stencils, and kits in my tray available. Or art, if you don't have time to create it, I have art available. Okay, let's get going. These are going to be a rainbow style earring. And these are going to be falling off the side. So you're just going to see a smidgen of the center. And I want to do that as well on these ones. I think this one can use a bigger dot. Same color pattern, but it's a bigger surface, so I can be playful with the center dot a little more on this one. So let's run my live show reminder. I do clothing shows or art shows, depends on the day. It's kind of rainy. The weather took a full swing here. It's not the Canadian tropics, sunny and t-shirt weather. It's actually kind of rainy here today. And where are we? Let me pull up. There's the live. Sit back, relax. Welcome in. I do dotting art. I'm from Vancouver Island. Hang on, there we go. Welcome in. So let's get these two guys down here. So these are a lightweight wooden earring. So these are going to be fun. I want it centered with that dot on the top. Ooh-wee. So now that we've got our first dot applied, we're going to find a stylus tool. Whoopsies, where am I? My stylus tools, I do have some available. Don't know if they're in the tray yet. Oh, here's a set, $15. I'm gonna have to move this one egg. Can you see the eggs in the background? Yeah, I think you can. So I'm gonna come back to these guys. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like them on this floral foam or not, but we'll see. Let's see if I can do this. I don't think I like the floral foam. Yeah, chances are it could slip out. So I've got 5 little micro dots there. Let's do the same over on this one. So this pattern, the mandala, is sort of half falling off. The center is here. So you can see I've got a circle here, here, and here. So I'm making, I don't know what it's called, but it's like in a visual, you'll visually see the pattern even though it's not there. There's got to be a word for that. An illusion, it's not that, I don't think. So I'm going to use the same tiny tool. It's so hard to see these dots, they're so tiny. There we go. So that one's done. Let's bring this little guy in here. These are going to be like rainbow styled. I'm starting with the red. And I'm going to kind of use an orange and then yellow. These ones need to be a little bit bigger to match the other earrings, so let's go over these. to be a little bit bigger so you can reapply right directly over your dot if you want it a little bigger. Okay, we've got the first layer done. So let's grab the orange. It's right over here. And we might even mix the orange with a little bit of yellow. My first layer is just going to be straight orange. Let's turn this upside down. These are going to be rainbow earrings. Okay, let's go back to these ones over here. I'm still going to use the same size tool here. And I'm just going to go in between these dots. This one you would see kind of falling off the pattern, so we're going to do half a dot there. These will darken slightly when they dry. This is acrylic paint. So we're going to do the exact same thing. You don't want them to touch, but you want them to be really close. And that one, I can sort of see it falling off the edge here, so let's do a little bit of color there. Let's go back to this one. There's more space here, so I'm going to add more paint. Paint doesn't want to stick on this tool. Let's use the other side. So with this one, where's the yellow? We've got a few different yellows, but we're gonna kind of stick it in here. Doesn't want to come out the spout. So it's kind of marbled there. So these are swirled, the paint. And then the last little one right there. So what's the next color? Yellow, just the bright yellow. I think we did this one first. Let's go back to this guy. And let's try and just pull the yellow paint. Move this over here. And again, that one will be falling off, so I want it to be just the corner, because you can just see the pattern without it being there. Okay, we're gonna let those ones rest. We're gonna do the same with these guys. Let's move those. I like the gradient color. You just want to pull the yellow out again. I will probably fill in the little negative space later, like when I say later, when this dries. In between all these dots, I might put micro dots that are even smaller than these ones to kind of fill in that negative space, the black. We'll see when it's finished though, sometimes it doesn't need it. That looks cool. Having some fun with some colors. These are going to be like rainbow earrings. Two different sort of patterns. There we go. Oh, I just about flipped that one. Now we need a different color. We need kind of like a green and yellow. I have that, but I kind of want to mix it with, I think this one. Let's put it just on the side. Hang on, I just have to. Okay, send. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, welcome in. Okay, so now we're going to, what am I going to do? I think I want this might be too small, this tool. Just want a little bit of that dark green mixed in. It's getting a little bit, oopsies, that's too big. It's kind of getting too dark. Let's pull some more of this light in here. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a bigger tool. I was using quite a tiny stylus for that one. There's a little bit, these are, because of the shape, you can see as I arc, there's gonna be more and more room. So let's, ooh, I like the color mixed. Looks super cool. You can start to see the pattern coming. Okay, let's do the same with this one. So I think now I'm going to fill the dark green in the center here. I think that color will look good next. I've got it tucked in the corner. We need to tuck one right there. And this one will be kind of falling off. Look at those colors. It's neat to see the rainbow pattern come to life with just adding one more color. This color makes every project, it's like a teal. Looks good with every color. So these ones are kind of falling off the, oh, look what I just did. I was thinking of taping them down. I was thinking of taping them down. So that didn't happen. So let me wipe that off quickly. Here we go. Bit of a drag, but I love the colors. Okay, let's go back there. Okay, so we need to bring that red, and I started with like number 5, I think. And it was sort of falling right. So I'm going to recreate this one quickly. So we first did the ring of red. Then I did orange. But I mixed that orange up, so I need some fresh orange. Then we did the blended colors. And we did just yellow. Mostly. Then we did kind of the variegated lime green. I don't want it to stick to my finger again like it did last time. Now we get the bigger tool. I think we used the bigger tool. And let's try and cover that. Okay, we fixed it. So we're right back where we were when I flipped this upside down. So welcome in. I'm Tanya from Vancouver Island. Making some playful dotting. Ooh, it's stuck again. There must be some like paint medium or something on here. Don't flip your art. So we need a bit more of that dark green in here. Let's go find that. I love this. It's like an emerald green almost, but it's metallic. It's got a shine to it. Look at that. So they're all pre-mixed with paint pouring mediums. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's just lovely. Thanks so much. That's just a lovely comment. These really are made intentionally, which, you know, one dot at a time creates a really cool piece of art. It's very intentional, obviously, which is probably why I get such enjoyment. It's like reading a really good book. It's hard to explain. So let's put some of these, and you get to play with the colors. It's like your inner child really thanks you. You let it out once in a while, and this is how. Look at it. Don't you just want to do a dot now? Just need a rock from your backyard. You can cut the end of the fluffy part off of a Q-tip. That's how I started. And I just used the end of a pencil. Look at how pretty that looks. There should be one possibly falling off the edge here to complete this pattern. And I believe so on this side. So this one would have gone right here. It just helps the visual mind complete the pattern that's not there. Let's do the same with this one. So the dots now are going to be a bit bigger in the center ones, and we're going to slowly make them smaller. So you see kind of a 3D effect from the sizing of the dots. This will get, I think I want to put a glossy glaze when this is finished. So it's really shiny. I have, uh-oh, that just wrecked. There was some hunk of something on my paintbrush or my tool. So I do have to get that one removed. Carefully. See that? I don't have to remove the whole thing because it's perfect on the other side. So let me see if I can just fill this in. Sometimes there's a chunk of paint medium. Sometimes it's a dried piece of paint. Who knows? Air bubbles can... There, look at that. Didn't even know. It could be an air bubble that popped or that was underneath the paint. Air bubbles aren't your friend. So what color's next? Oh, I think it's purple. Oh, see, there's like a chunk of something in there you can see. So if you see that, don't use it. Just put it back or wipe it off. Mix up your paint better. Oh, I love these colors. So I think next would be, should I do the dark mauve or the light mauve? I almost think I should change the pattern now. I think we should switch it up. Let's get the colors out. You guys can help me pick. So the choices are, I think I might want to do a different green or blue because those colors are just the star. So if I was to do that before I add the purples, I'm thinking of adding, okay, that looks like the same color. No, that's a little different. This one's too light. I have a darker version. Maybe the dark. I think that dark has to go on there. What do you guys think? Thanks. And then we'll put this one. Yeah, let's do the dark teal next. And then maybe blue and then purple. But I might switch the pattern up. Let's do one more row of teal dots first, though. This is too thick. I have acrylic paint medium off to the side. You can see I just put this in here. Somehow this paint landed inside of a pink paint. It's probably still good. It's sealed. Look at that. So I'm leaving it till I need the pink paint. It's like a lid. Oh, see that pouring medium just totally fixed. Where's all the tools? I think this will add depth. I really am loving these colors. Okay, so we were using number 5, our do-it-yourself mandala stones. Oh, that's not one. I think we're going to go to number 7. Oh, that's with these guys. What do I want to do? These ones I have to do a different pattern because they're smaller, so I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to come back to this one. These ones have room to put this extra green color in. And if you're doing a true mandala, you wouldn't really want to load up this much paint. But I'm going for texture on these. Oh, I love that color next to the greens. Look at that. Looks really pretty. So that one will be falling off the sides. So will that one. Really, really pretty. I'm really glad I put that color on. So we're going to put that color on the next one, but we're going to put it into a pattern. Because I want to create a visual pattern before we run out of space there. You'll see. These can be like Pride Day earrings. I'm ahead of the game. Oh, see that? The side of there had something yucky on. So clean your tool off when that starts happening. It's collecting, not normally on the side, so it's probably dirty. And you're not going to get a nice dot. So I cleaned it, and now I had a nice dot. So this one goes here, and there would be one right. This one would be right like here. So like I said, we're gonna still use this color. Here, we're gonna make a little pattern. So let's get our fine tool back in action here. This is my favorite tool. I'm gonna have to buy another one. It's kind of overused. Very, very fine tip stylist. We're going to use this beautiful blue. How am I going to do this? We're going to start going, making little, walking the dots. Look at those little dots. 1, 2, 3. Here we're going to have half. 1, 2, 3. So these ones are coming off of the art, so we're going to only have the 2, 3, 4. I'm tapping my tool to get some paint off. Because you can imagine it would go 1, 2, 3. And the last dot would be tiny. So this one we can fit the whole pattern. You'll see that more when I outline it. And these do darken when they dry, so the colors will show up a little bit darker as they set. I might do a little white border around. Don't flip over. Earlier, if you're just joining, I flipped one of these earrings. Kind of stuck to my finger and it flipped upside down and smudged all the work. So this is the last little walking the dots. You can see that. So So one of the dots is dripping off the side here. I don't want it to do that. This one as well. When this is finished and dried, I'll go over with a little black paint, but I don't want the bubble there, so now that's good. So we're gonna come back to these guys. We're gonna make a pattern. Oops, I just sort of sprayed everywhere. Oh. Let's mix this up. Let's use the light purple to line that dark teal. These colors will highlight each other. You'll see as soon as I put it on. This one I think is called Wisteria. It's so pretty. It's like a really light lavender. That's the color of the next. So this one, we're gonna go back to the little guys. And we're gonna get that fine stylus that's hiding over here. I gotta keep those paints there. Let me just position these. So, I'm gonna start with this one. I'm gonna connect. I'm gonna now keep my tool down and drag it right in between those dots and connect it, the dots. Just like that. So this one would be over here. Connect the dots. These ones are a little more difficult because they're half off, so I'm going to come back to those. A little bit more paint, so I kind of tap it off. And here, there we go. You can see it's connected there now. Or in your mind it is. This one will be right on the edge and we're going to connect it. So and this one will need to come down just slightly. There we go. We're going to do the same over here. So we're going to start on the end. Just drag it down. Just gonna do a tiny dab of purple right there and right there, because that's where they would have ended up. And we got one more swoosh. They're like a little Nike swoosh. Oh, look at that. Okay, now we're gonna, excuse me. We're gonna do similar little pattern here now. Oh, we didn't do the dots, so let's, oh no, we did the pattern slightly different because we were running out of room on the other ends. Okay. So with this one, we're gonna walk the dots. I'm gonna start with the center. So we did the center and then 4 dots. So the center, 1, 2, 3. There was something on my tool, but I'm gonna leave it. So we're gonna put the center one and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's 1, 2, 3. Move those over there. So we're gonna walk the dots. Gonna start in the center and then go 1, 2, 3. Center, 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna miss the center. We're gonna have 2, 3, 1 there. Okay, that kind of completed that one. Now on this one, we're gonna get the dark purple out. Well, my purple, I should say. It's this one here. We just mix it up. Hang on 1 second, I'm just pulling some of my art in the tray so you guys can have a look at some of the other items that I have. Here we go, I've got lots of craft items in the tray too. There we go. Acrylic paint pour. I'm gonna do a really neat painting item I think tomorrow. Okay, there's my special 10-pound rock. Let's put that one in the tray. I have to show you this. This one's at an aquarium. So I'm running this one for $175. So I've recently just purchased a food safe sealant for my art, my rocks. And like for instance, look what I'm making for an aquarium, but they have to be food safe and the acrylic paint for it to be safe for the fish. So anyways, I'm making these sea urchins. I'm doing regular mandalas like what are on the eggs in the back, but I'm gonna do a food safe clear coat. It'll be shiny too. I might even be able to use for some of these sea urchins some glow in the dark paints, so people who have salt water tanks can have a glow in the dark urchin. But I bought the food safe. It was $50 for a small little tub of clear coat, so it's pretty expensive, but I have an aquarium, so people who have aquariums spend money. So next, we've got the purple ready. So I was looking at this one. I know what I want to do. So I want to do a ring. Kind of balance, oopsies. I got way too much paint on my tool. There we go. Isn't that fun? The colors are just coming together. I wasn't going to paint this today. I had visions of this egg in the background, that one, all the blues on the, oh yeah, it's kind of fun. This is what's coming out instead. So on this one, we're going to do a little different pattern again. We're going to kind of connect it. So we're going to do a purple dot in the center, one on the side, and we're going to follow those dots and just pull it down. Look how pretty that looks. We're going to have to do that on the other side, try and match the same swoosh. It's like a Nike swoosh. Can you see that? How pretty is that? So we're going to do that one. This rainbow canvas is $155. So this one, we'll just have the swoosh on the side. So we get a nice center dot. Now we're going to make our little Nike swoosh. Look, we need one on the other side. And there's an air bubble. Look at that. There would be a little tail right there. What a difference. Look at the border on the one. Now we're going to do the border on this one. So let's, this one we do have room for the little dot. Do you want to go outside, Grace? You do. She's 16. In and out, in and out. Little Nike swoosh on this side. Careful. Okay, she starts meowing at me. It takes all the calmness out of it. How common is that? You enjoying yourself over there? She knows. Oh, Grace. Let me let her out. Hey, you little pain in the ass. Yeah, you. You want to go out in the rain? Oh, for 3 seconds? Okay. Cute little pain in the ass. Next. Oh, how pretty is this looking? Now, what do I want to do with the other one? Okay. So what color? We don't have any blue in here, other than the turquoise. So I think that would be a really, what do I have for blue? Oh, incoming. Don't knock your paints over. So there's this. There's this. I also have this. These might be the last 3 colors I'll use. Okay, let's put these purples out of the way. I think we're done with that dark teal. Let's get that out of the way. The yellow and red we're done with. Let's get that out of the way. Okay. So let's do the lighter one. This will be kind of cool. Let's go back over here. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna use the lighter color. We're gonna do a little swoosh. Oh, I like this. This is a pearl. It's a pearl paint. So we're gonna go right beside our other swoosh. Oh, it's not holding any paint. Let's get some more. And we're just gonna drag it down. Okay, we've got the first one done. Needs a little bit more paint. Didn't quite. This one will cover that up. See? Oh, look how pretty. So this one is going to be tricky. Let's get this one out of the way. So this one would be right here. Look at that, and then this swoosh would come up over here. Oh, it's kind of sticky. There's extra paint on the edge of these. Oh, I should just put them inside another one. And then this one's going to be kind of tricky. There. This one has an air bubble. So here we're going to put the blue on the inside. Am I still in the screen for you guys? We're going to put it on the inside and the outside of the lavender. Or is that the wisteria lane? No. I'm using the blue now. Wisteria lane is the border there. And we're going to do one more over here. We're going to do the same border here. And then for these guys, what do we have hiding under here? So these are sticky, so let's just put them inside another container. So I really think we need to use this dark purple next, and it's sticky too. So we'll just pop it in the center. So next, okay, let's oh, that just sort of fucked up. That one, the paint's not behaving. Oh, we'll see. This one, we'll just do a little blue right on the tip. Before I freak out, I can always dot over those. I don't really like that, but like what it looks like right now, but it might look better later. So I'm going to make these ones the same, even though I don't like them. They were a little thick. But I want to make them the same. And I might just put a second one in here and cover up that big one when it dries. And I'll use this blue. That'll be perfect. I'll tuck it right in here and here. It'll fill it in and cover up that wide section. It'll look perfect when it's done. Now we're going to use that dark, oh, we didn't do the other earring here with the pearl blue. we did Guess Who Wants Back In? I like some of the negative space, which is the black. And when I put my clear coat on this, it's going to be a glossy coat. So the black right now looks a little flat because I've used a matte, like a flat paint. So it's not shiny and it's easier to paint without the reflection of a gloss. But once I put a glossy coating on top, it transforms the black that's underneath. It goes glossy. So it'll look really, really pretty. Right now, it's just black. But when it gets its gloss, it turns into something else. So that's why I'm thinking I kind of like, which way do these go? This way. So this is this set. Gonna let them dry. These two just bled into each other. So I'll be taking those off when they dry, these two, and redoing it. I'm not doing it now because they're so tiny, I'll wreck the whole thing. So we're gonna set that off to the side. And now let's take a look at these. Those are kind of fun. Sometimes I'll layer, but I really like the colors standing alone. And I variegated the colors in here. I mixed the paints in this row and this row. Okay, so I think these ones I have to let rest. So where's my cardboard? Let's see if I can get these on without wrecking them. Just gonna move these ones now that I have them. Do I have another piece of cardboard here? Okay, hi. You're gonna meow at me now in here. So, where? So I've been, oh, I can't use these ones. They have to be sanded. Darn, I wanted to paint the white ones. What do I have? I'm making some keychains. I should finish these. These keychains are gonna have a tassel. What other earrings? Oh, we could start these earrings. I have these earrings I can start. So these are little keychains. They will get a tassel and like a key ring. Oops, I keep bumping this. Which one do I want to start? Start that one. These need another layer. That needs another layer, and I need to figure out what I want to do with those. Let's get these off. Oh, I know what I want to do. We're going to start this one. And then we're going to do that same pattern with these. Let's put these off to the side for a second. Okay. This is going to be the cutest little keychain. This one's going to be really pretty. So we need we're going to pull this purple in. Which side's bigger? This is bigger. Go away, Grace. Could you go away? It's not really centered, is it? Oh, maybe. Not really. It's probably too far off center. Let's get it off. Okay, let's try that again. So the center is right there. Kind of got two colors mixed here. Oh, fuck. That didn't work. It's stuck. Oops, I could have wrecked those other earrings. Just throwing that down there. Oopsies. Okay, it's still a little wet. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'll hold it this time. What is going on? It's still not a circle. This tool. I'm gonna switch my tool because I'm not having luck. Maybe we should just go to a different disc. This one's giving me grief. I'm gonna switch up colors here and tools. I want this one nice and flat for the base. There. Okay, what do I want to use? Oh, that's a cool color. Look how it's drying. Let's spread it out so it dries even, because it looks almost transparent. Look at it sticking. These gloves must be sticky. So there's an air bubble here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's do the same. So how to start your mandala? You just start with a center circle, and then you do a north, south, east, west. The wood's a little uneven. As you can see, there's grain, so sometimes the paint will take a little groove, even though I've pre-painted this. It's still an uneven surface for the most part, but you won't see those tiny imperfections once you get thousands of dots on here. So now with this one, I'm going to get a finer tool and dot in between those dots in the same color. So this is a tiny, tiny tool. I'm going to go back to the first one and apply it right in between. And two more. 1, 2. We'll do that same pattern here. We'll apply a tiny dot in between the larger dots. One, 2, and the last one. What are we going to do with this guy? Should bring that really pretty blue back here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take a smaller tool and apply a dot right. I want it a little bit bigger. In between. That one needs more paint. Why is the paint not sticking to my tool? There we go. These two need more paint. It's tricky over dotting. Ooh. Let's go to this nice light. This is called Wisteria Blue. It's quite pretty, this color. So we're going to put it right in between. Isn't this wisteria? Oopsies, my hand slipped. That's not where I wanted that dot, so let's take that one off. Just carefully roll your tool. Hopefully none of that sticks into the grain. Uh-oh, I just dropped a paint. Luckily it was this one that hardly... Oh, I thought I smudged that. Usually once you start having problems, things go south fast. Okay, that worked. Okay, what color was I using? Oh, the wisteria. That one doesn't look good either. Too much paint. Hang on, let's take that one off. It'll drive me crazy. Oops, I just touched those ones. That's the danger of cleaning up a mess, is wrecking the art around it. I did touch those, but those will be able to fix when it's dry. Okay, let's put the right amount of paint on. And so we're going to do the same pattern. just be a little more paint. Going to do another row. There's a little crease in the paint. It's sitting in the grooves. That's okay. There we go. So it's sticking in the groove of the wood here. Oh, there we go. That one doesn't. And that looks cool. Okay, I've got paint everywhere. So what else? Let me wash my hands. About flip that. This one I should move. This one's going to be a little keychain. It's going to have a tassel. It's just kind of a cute little spring flowers. So this one, what other colors are we going to add to it? I like all the greens. I want to do greens on this one, greens and blues. Those colors look cool. Now we need another type of green or blue. Purple would look neat too. Okay, let's let that one rest for a second. Let's pull this paint away. Let's put some little pearls on the other one. This paint is called Pearl White. Ooh. Dotting art was created by the Buddhas. It's mandala, dotting art. God, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say God. I don't know how that came up when I'm voice dictating. The Buddhas created the dotting art. Sorry, I didn't have the reference to God in there. So that just... Thanks, Siri. Okay, let's put some of these pearls on here, see how it looks. That looks really pretty. I want to use this color on the keychain as well. So the Buddhas find circles very, they represent all the heavenly worlds. And circles put in symmetry. A true mandala is circles put in symmetry inside a square. According to the Buddhas, that is an actual true mandala inside a square. So this isn't a true mandala. The art is, but it's not inside a square. I do some inside a square, so somebody wants, I've got some nice small art pieces. What are the smallest ones I have? 6 by 6 inches, and 20 by 20 inches are my largest pieces. So that, I like the white there, the pearl white. We're going to do that to this one. Where did our sunshine go? It was so nice. Normally, I live on Vancouver Island. We only get snow up in the mountains. If we get it down in the city, it's February. But this February, it's been so nice. There's an air bubble in here. There we go, I got it. A little bit too much on that scoop. These are going to be like bohemian style earrings. And one last pearl drop on the, a little bit too much paint, maybe not. Let's try it. I want them to be nice and textured. That one looks a little goofy. It'll level itself off. Let's leave it. So I wanted that pearl on here. That color looks pretty nice. We don't want them as big, but I'm going to stagger them just to see what the pattern will look like. So we do one there, one there, one there. There. So I like those. So let's get the white pearl back. Let's get my finest tool. Where is she? Where'd you go? Where's my favorite tool? I'm gonna have to order another one. Out of all the tools I have, I only have one of these. And I can't find it. Where did I put it? I was using it today, so it's here. It's odd. Okay, well, I'll use something else. Let's find a very fine tool. Here's one. Okay, which one was I on? That one I'm thinking about. I know what I wanted to do. Make this fine little border. Okay, so these are a set of earrings. They're lightweight wooden earrings. I'm making a little border. So like a little Nike swoosh. You put a little dot, keep your tool down, and just drag your paint along the side. Just like that. It's a little swoosh. Sometimes I don't connect them. Sometimes I connect them, meaning at the top. Sometimes I'll do a dot and then another dot. We're working on some rainbow earrings. Those ones, I don't think I have photos of them yet. They look really cool. They kind of have a bohemian vibe to them too. This one needs to be a little bit bigger. Not enough paint. Okay. So you just pull the paint down. Kind of frames the art. So let's let those ones rest for a second. What are we going to do with this one? Where's that paint we started with? Oh no, I wanted to put the turquoise on here next, didn't I? I don't think it's bright enough though. I need the darker color, I think. This one's sticky. Move this one off to the side. We need more. I won't be able to do a swoosh without an adequate amount of paint. So I already have my acrylic paint mediums mixed in here already. So we're good to go. So here we're going to make a border. Which size of tool? I don't think I want the bent tool. I want... Oh, that one's bent too. Let's use this size. See what happens. That looks like the paint's too thick. So let's thin it for just a second. So I added some acrylic. There we go. See how it's just smoother? Okay. Oh, hang on a second. I think there's someone at my door. doing a painting show right now. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. This one? Yes. Oh, yes. Isn't this one fabulous? Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, just $20, right? Yes. I don't want to touch it. Can you take it off the hanger? Yes. And have a little bit of Thank you. First, I had it tagged, so you just took off the tag there. Thank you. Enjoy it. Bye. Oopsies. Okay. Somebody was at the door. Marketplace. I just sold a really cool top. Okay, let's get back to business. Thanks for watching. Now we're gonna do a border on this. This little, I wonder if it's easier if I pick it up. I'm not sure. Nope, I have to put it down. Okay, that's too thick. Maybe not. These are little swooshes. This will be a keychain. There's a little hole here. I have the hardware and a little tassel. These will get a coat of a clear gloss to protect the art from chipping and from the sun. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing, but in the reverse. It's just going to kind of there's too much paint on my tool. That last one didn't look very good. What is on here? Oh, that's the hole. Okay, so that kind of frames it. We've got our first layer. So that'll change as we layer it up. Now let's get rid of this dark color. Next, we're going to go back to the earrings. So we're gonna need a smaller tool. This is our first layer. So now we're gonna make this more delicate. We're gonna walk some dots. See how that, let's make sure we have enough paint. We're gonna put our tool down and walk up. 1, 2, 3. Go start in the corner. 1, 2, 3. Look at that, it just adds a little delicateness to it. Delicateness, is that even a word? Softness is a word. and the last set of little dots to connect. That looks good. We want to frame this one now with the same little dots. So we're going to start on the side and then walk your dots. This technique is called walking the dots. We're walking your tool, which is gradually letting the paint get tinier off your tool so it's gradually smaller. It's called walking the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got one more petal to do. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. I like how that looks. So I did want to put some turquoise in here. So how are we going to do that? We can do another swoosh. So a swoosh, oh, it's pretty light, but this does darken. Not enough paint. So those will darken. They're pretty close to the base, but I think you'll see these when it dries. Oh, that one I didn't touch the art. They almost look like a little heart when you connect them. There. So, doesn't look very doesn't look like a good circle. Something happened there. It wasn't a good circle. Let's try that again. So this is a pearl purple paint. Pearl paints and metallic paints aren't the easiest to work with. So if you're starting out, they seem to be, people are drawn to them because they look cool. However, for dotting art, you have to learn how to mix your paints properly for them to behave well. So you can always just do a glossy glaze. You don't have to spend money on pearl paints or glossy paints. They're always more expensive because they're mixed with things. You can mix them yourself or cover your art with a glossy protector. glossy varnish, and it changes all your paints to shiny. Even a matte base, like this base is a matte, it'll be shiny when I put a good clear coat on here. So these are keychains that I'm working on. This is not an earring. Mind you, they could probably be earrings. They're not too big. They're smaller than the earrings. But these actually have the keychain hardware and a tassel. So I haven't finished one yet, so I'm working on a bunch of them. There we go. So I'm going to start. These are all pearl paints. This is a pearl blue that I'm using next. So we have a pearl light purple, pearl white, and now this is the pearl blue. What else do I have for pearl? Oh, I've got sea mist. They're kind of... The green might look neat next to the blue. This one's kind of looking sloppy. Not really liking that one. It's just not working. The paint just started bled together on that one, so we'll start over. And then I've got some that I need to start layering. There's that one. Where's the other ones? I should... And then I have a black one to work on that started. So let's work on this one. Ooh, that color looks nice in there. Look at that. Looks really good in there. Where's my black one? Okay, let's get the fine tool. There's a nice one. There it is. So we're gonna go back to this one. We're gonna use this fine little tool. And I'm gonna put got that done. Here, do a little swoosh beside these swooshes. Ooh, look at that. It's got lots of beautiful colors. So let's add some of that green. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this. Like, did I want to do some swooshes in? I sort of was thinking swooshes up. Like, let's do 3 of the purple. On either side. So we were on the 3rd. 1, 2, 3. We did one little one. And then we did just kind of playing with it just to see what it'll look like when it's dry. Let's do the pearl blue now. Let me try 3 of those. They almost look like little rib cages. 2. 3. 1, 2. Looks like a little bug now. And let's use the seafoam green now. Let's see how that looks. 1, 2, 3. So I think when this dries, we'll put some little white dots in between. So now that that's there, let's put this green on top of the white. Kind of cute. Well, thanks for watching, you guys. I'm gonna go get some stuff done for the day. Hope you enjoyed your painting show. I hope you got creatively Who is this? Oh my goodness. Dear seller, before you can accept payment from the sale, you must confirm your profile to continue. Who the heck is this person? Can you not use my live show for your communications, please? Okay. Ooh, I want to do the peach one next. But I need a break. I have to go do some things. We'll come back and finish these. Oh, I love that color. We're gonna have to put some of that in the tray. So this one's gonna be mint greens, yellows, blue, or greens. So pretty. That's gonna self-level, very nice. Okay, I'm gonna come back, so make sure you're following so you can see me do my live shows. I'm working on the Easter eggs, the earrings. I think today we're gonna work on the sea urchins though tonight. There's that one that's ready to work on, so this one's almost finished. This is a rock. It's a fabulous sea urchin. And then I've got a second one. So that urchin's got 3 levels of dots. This one's not quite finished its first level. You can see I've got to finish down here and then layer it like the other one. That'll be later tonight. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Oh, let's shut off this one. We've got all these rocks that I'm working on for my art project. You might be lucky enough to find one around town. Doing some earrings. So we will see you guys again.